With a win here today, Michigan and the Sled Dogs there can secure victory in this pool and move on and secure their spot in the semifinal here later this weekend. Good morning, everybody. Reagan Cleaves alongside you here with Liam Lang working the camera, and we're just about set to go for puck drop here from Patterson Ice Center. As it'll be the Michigan Sled Dogs left to right across your screen and your radio dial if you are listening. Falcons move right to left in their white uniforms with black, red, and white trim, and the Sled Dogs wear their blue home uniforms with white and red trim, red numerals, and most of them, actually a hodgepodge of helmets, some black, some white, anywhere in between. Falcons, most of them are wearing black helmets as well. 14 minutes on the clock. We're underway here from Patterson Ice Center. Quickly off the draw, number 18 for the Sled Dogs. Moves it up right wing and will throw it in behind. Michigan won their first game yesterday against the Flyers here. We had coverage for you of that on Sled Wings Radio. They kicked off their season right, improving to 7-1 on the campaign. Great Lakes comes in at 6-2-0-1 on a 3-game winning streak. They will play the Flyers later today here on Sled Wings Radio as well. Puck back in the Michigan end. Players tied up across the way. Michigan trying to get it up to the right point, but it's not out. Kept in there by number Mike Gulotta. Now Falcons trying to move back in their own end. Up the wing, here's Boardwine. Boardwine knocked his man down at center ice, and picking up the loose change is Hurtado. Hurtado moving in, here's Boardwine, a shot! And a save by Rick Lewis, the Michigan netminder. Trouble come to the right of the Michigan netminder, Rick Lewis. Digging for the draw. Couldn't be won there by Ethan Burkhart. And thus the Michigan Sled Dogs send it down. And this will be icing here with 12:36 to go in period number 1. Folks, I do apologize for momentarily stopping every couple of minutes. I ordered chicken nuggets or some chicken tenders during the break, and they took a while to come out, so I'm trying to eat them while they're hot, and it is pretty cold in this arena. So, oh, you do. You can tell them, Liam. Yeah. Here, I'll open your mic. You want to tell them? Okay, everybody, welcome Liam Lang to the broadcast booth, our cameraman, who's now doing color for us.
Oh, I'm doing color? Okay, I guess
well, you said I could open your mic.
All right. I'll just tell them how it is then.
Yeah, puck played down in the Great Lakes end. They try to wrap it up the boards, but it's not out. Tied up along the half wall near side. Kept in by number 18. We'll feed it out in front. Stolen away. Here's Vitelli. Rico Vitelli had 4 goals last night, and a shot was blocked. Out in front there by Ethan Burkhart. 11:54 to go here in period 1. That clearing attempt goes into the glass, a bench across the way. However, they've got a much bigger bench than Michigan right now. Michigan running with 6 players today. Glassa running with 2 lines plus 2. They got a full 12 players on the bench. One of the bigger benches you'll see at this tournament.
I have noticed that.
Yeah. I mean, Matt Geika mentioned it last night with Nashville and how their bench kind of helped.
Their bench was massive.
Exactly. Nashville's big bench helped helped them with that win over Cincinnati. A large margin last night, 11 minutes left here in the first period of play. Getting bumped there was Bourdwine. We'll throw it down low though. Glassa trying to get out here. A feet out in front. Michigan can't control it. And now look out with speed. There's number 18 up ice. Number 18 cutting through the middle. Had it knocked away from him. And it's picked up by Trevor Hunter. Hunter moves it on to Bourdwine. Bourdwine couldn't get it though. And it's moved back out to center. Burkhart controls, trying to clear it. Goes off a body, and the puck is lost somewhere, and it's along the half wall near side.
Provided an excellent shield. Number 18 at least,
yeah.
I mean. Puck goes flying again.
And this one's lofted in to the Michigan end. They're trying to back it out here. Taken away, though, at the line. Loose puck moves into the right corner. Chasing after it, there is Hunter. Picked up, though, by number 18. He tries to slam it off the wall. Didn't come. Now look out in front of Lewis. That was a good chance for Ethan Hurtado. Here's Bourdwine picking it up in the left half wall. A sharp angle shot. That was off the side of the net. Now the Falcons control behind the net. These two teams did not meet during the regular season. Well, I guess they have met during the regular season, if you count this. The pool play here is the regular season, if you don't count it as the tournament with the, you don't count it as the 2020 Sled Hockey Classic. This one goes for icing against Michigan. Draw come to the left of Rick Lewis. 9:11 left here in the first period of play. Scoreless thus far between Great Lakes and Michigan. Sled Dogs control off the face-off and lift it out to center ice off the stick of Bob Morris. Now we noted last night that Bob Morris had a different color O in his nameplate than the rest of his numerals. However, that is not the case on his blue jersey. This one rolls in on Lewis. He leaves it to the side of the net. It's swatted out around to the left point. Digging here is Dave Michael. Michael, long shot on, blocked out in front by number 18. And he's trying to dance out of trouble, and eventually he does. He'll lift it up the length of the ice. This one could go for icing, but will it go far enough? And it will not. It waved off the last moment. 8:21 to go here in the first. Michigan and the Falcons. Deadlocked at 0 through the first 6 minutes. There's a shot from Morris from the right point. It went wide.
Looks like it's going to probably be another build-up over in the corner. And it seems they can't find the puck for a moment.
This one's lifted the length of the ice, icing the imminent call, but it will be waved off the last moment once more, making me wait for another bite of my chicken tenders.
We're back to the chicken tenders, guys.
Why not? Puck is free along the half wall across the way. It pops out into the circle taken by number 18. Moving up ice, his pass ahead. Here's Vitelli. Rico Vitelli, as we said, had 4 goals last night. Here's a pass ahead to number 18. He'll try to lift the sled to get a shot underneath, but that doesn't work as it went trickling wide. 7:13 to go here in period 1. Michigan and Great Lakes. Here in Great Lakes' first pool play game of this Sled Hockey Classic, and for Michigan, it's their second one, as they played last night, demolishing the Flyers in regulation fashion, shutting them out. Now over the line, here's number 2, a pass ahead, look out on the back door, and not being able to get a shot off was Hurtado. He had Lewis out to dry on the right side of the net, but could not put it home.
You said it was the Falcons yesterday, right?
Pardon?
You said it was Falcons that were playing today, or was it Sled Dogs?
Michigan played yesterday
Okay.
against the Flyers.
So then this is the Falcons' first
Yes.
game?
The first of two. They'll play the Flyers later today. Now moving up left wing. Here's Boardwine. Boardwine, a pass out in front. Knocked away by Morris. It comes free to the near side. 6:09 to go here in period number 1.
Appears that there is a build-up in the, I want to say the right corner?
Left corner.
Left corner? Okay.
It's as you're looking at it. Into the net.
All right. I don't know my left and rights, gentlemen.
I've got a problem with chicken nuggets. You've got a problem with your right and left. Here we go.
I've always had a problem with my left. I've always had a problem with my right and left.
Here's a shot from the right circle. That was knocked away. Rebound coming out in front, and a shot by Hurtado. He couldn't get it past his Sled. Pardon me, that wasn't Hurtado. It was number 90, who is not on our roster. Apologize, folks. I was given these rosters in advance, and apparently none of them.
We'll end up figuring it out later.
Yeah, eventually, you know.
Usually the fans who
yeah,
who get upset, they will send us messages.
or they're just being nice and I show them my roster, and they're like, "Oh, you got the wrong roster."
I mean, yeah.
I mean, we've had that happen with Central Michigan.
Yeah.
Both Liam and I worked with
CCHN.
with the CMU Club Hockey Network up on Pleasant, and here's a big hit. That's going to be a penalty coming up here on Boardwine. He's going to go for a penalty here. So early, 10 minutes into this first period, we're going to have our first penalty. It's going to be Adam Boardwine heading off.
I got to say, though, Reagan, that did look like it hurt.
Yeah, it was a big hit across the way. Probably a 2-minute here at the 9:12 mark of this first period.
I will say, trying to do color and be a cameraman is kind of tough. But it's fun. I'm enjoying myself.
Clock hasn't started running yet here on this power play.
Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness. This has been trouble all weekend, especially on this rink. Ooh.
The press box has
Big
been
collision.
having some issues with that.
Big collision in the left corner here. John Hyla getting into it with Dave Michael. Now, Sled Dogs control. 4:27 to go here in the period. 1:38 to go on the Boardwine penalty. Now moving out up right wing. There's number 18. Pushing it on ahead to Vitelli. Wearing a Hyla. It's too far for Hyla. And the Falcons will take it and left it the length of the ice, no icing, because of that penalty kill. And as for doing color and camera, you're doing a decent job, Liam, especially the first time being on the mic.
Oh, yeah, that's totally true. I will say, don't really have the proper attire for color.
You don't have to be dressed up, man. It doesn't need, you don't. I only do it because I like dressing up, and I like wearing shirt and ties.
Well, there's usually just a level of professionalism.
Yeah, but it is what it is. Each broadcaster has their own style.
And also, when it comes down to it, they're probably not going to see me on the actual video quality.
Unless you turn the camera on.
I'm not turning the camera. And number 18 is going for the puck right up in the. You said right-hand side again? Left hand, that's right. Once again, rights and lefts get me.
Falcons trying to set up in their own offensive end here. Here's Burkhart. Burkhart chopped down at the top of the circle, leaves it there for Michael. Michael, a long shot blocked by Bob Morris. And look out. 3 seconds to go. Here's Morris moving up ice.
look at him
Morris
go.
was unable to corral, but look out. Here's Vitelli. Vitelli moving in. Looking for a shot. He scores!
In! It is in!
Rico Vitelli picking up the loose change to the blue line from the Bob Morris opportunity. Picks it up, and just after the power play expires, it's 1-0 Michigan. They draw first blood here. 12-20 into this hockey game.
That's got to be exciting for him.
And for Rico Vitelli, he continues a fantastic weekend. That is his fifth goal in just 2 games. He had 4 last night against the Flyers in a 7-0 rout. Now puck off the face-off. Moving out, here's Boardwine. Boardwine, a long shot. That one went wide of Lewis with 2:25 remaining here in the first. Sled Dogs having an early 1-goal advantage certainly helps as this goes for icing.
I will say, though, the Michigan Sled Dogs uniforms are nice looking.
They certainly are nice looking, those blue uniforms with Warrior patches on the shoulder along with some red, white, and blue trim. Blue socks with red stripes down the middle. Those are the same socks that they use for their road uniforms, which I think is a nice little color difference. This one's thrown in by the Falcons into the left corner. Moving back there is number 88, Ethan Hurtado. He got bumped into the boards, but he works the puck free to Boardwine. Boardwine lost it, and Vitelli picks it up. The goal scorer here for Michigan in this one. 1:33 to go in the first. And we're going to have a stoppage of play. There might be a penalty here on the pusher for Great Lakes, as actually either there was a pusher, there was a penalty, or there's I'm a bit confused. Either way, the draw's coming outside the line. I believe draw's going to be back in the Michigan end. So we moved everybody out into the neutral zone for no apparent reason. 1:29 to go here in period number 1. Reagan Cleaves on the call for you with Liam Lang on color and doing camera for us here today.
I will say that was kind of strange that the referee would do that.
And there are certain rules for pushers. Here's a shot. That was blocked by Lewis. There are certain rules for pushers, and I believe one of them is you cannot be in the home area. Oh, look out. There's a wide open net to the left of Lewis, but as you're looking at the goal, but missing wide was the Falcon shot. 1:07 to go here in the first period of play at Great Lakes. And Michigan here from Patterson Ice Center in the Heartland Tier 1 pool play. Here's Boardwine working down the left circle, sticking on left to right. He's on the right, stick a shot. That one goes up top over the goal. Across the way, taken there by Boardwine. Boardwine looking for a pass. He's got it. Number 28. To Dana Jaros. Dana Jaros behind the net looking for a pass. She compensates to Boardwine, but Boardwine gets it back. 32 to go in the period. Now
It appears that there's an entanglement between 88 and I think it was 18.
Yeah, here's number 8.
Number 8.
Boardwine back at his own line, looking to move through the neutral zone left side. Dumps it in before taking a hit from number 18. This game is certainly a lot more physical than we've seen games before. But I mean, Mike McCarthy back in that Hornets game before this one, he was throwing his weight around, and certainly it's been a physical one here through the first 14 minutes. We'll step aside. 1-0 Michigan leads after 1 period of play here on Sled Wings Radio. Good news, folks. We're just about to get back underway, and there are no more chicken tenders up here, so we will have continuous play-by-play from yours truly for the rest of this hockey game.
Well, it's not good for Reagan because he wants to eat chicken tenders.
Well, I got to eat them. I got to eat them during the intermission, so we're fine.
All right.
Now Michigan wins the face-off at center, and we're back underway. A little brevity in the broadcast booth never hurt anybody. Now look out, Vitelli in the left circle, had it knocked away from him.
Looks like it's coming up to number 18.
Yeah, goal. He had 2 goals last night against the Flyers, and he gets rocked there by Trevor Hunter. He'll get the puck right back, try a shot on goal. It was blocked by Burkhart. Burkhart gets it right back. 3:17 to go here in period number 2. Michigan and the Great Lakes Falcons. Michigan leads this one. They did not meet in the they have not met in this season thus far.
Looks like it might be a delay on play. Oh, nope, never mind. They got it out.
Puck comes free. Typically, they'll only blow the whistle if there's a player that they deem actively to be blocking the puck. This one's going to go for icing against Michigan. And I mean, you really can't help the.
I know.
You really can't help the puck getting stuck in the bench. It's a factor of sled hockey, and it's just the way it is. But you need to be careful when you're sitting on the bench to not get involved in the play, or they will, like we saw last game, they will blow the whistle and assess a delay of game penalty.
I will say some of the smaller sleds I've noticed that they are really quicker, and could that be due to not as much weight?
Yeah, it certainly is due to not as much weight, especially for some players that don't have any legs, and it gives them a lot less weight out in front. Gives it a little bit more of a speed advantage. Now this is thrown down into the Michigan end, working back there. It's Vitelli defensively. Now they throw it out. Here's Burkhart. Burkhart, a shot. Went wide. Pardon, that was Boardwine with that shot.
It's going to be in the left-hand corner.
Right-hand corner.
My God.
For the Falcons. It's as you're looking at the net, so it switches either side. This is actually good for anybody who's listening to these. So whenever you hear a broadcaster refer to the left wing corner, it's as you're looking into the zone from center ice. So if you're at center ice and you're looking into right now
so it's kind of like a mirror.
Great Lakes zone, yeah. And so if you're looking down, the left wing corner is the one near side, and the right wing corner is the one far side, and it flips in the Michigan end now.
All right, I'll remember that.
Hopefully that was a little bit of a broadcasting lesson to those at home.
I know it was a broadcasting lesson from me, Reagan.
Great Lakes trying to move out here. That pass was just too far for Bob Morrison. A race for the puck. 18 will win it easily. Back in his own end. He's shut off there. A number 28 for the Falcons. Picking up a loose change. Here's Adam Boardwine. Boardwine feeding it out in front. And Burkhart. That was just too far for him. And it will go into the corner, but Burkhart ends up knocking the net off. And so with 10:56 left here in the second, Michigan will have a draw on their defensive end. Actually, pardon me, no, it'll be outside the zone, because the Falcons knocked it off.
Yeah. Sorry about that yawn. I had an early morning today.
That's when you flip up the mic, like I was doing in the first period when I was eating the chicken nuggets.
Yo, cut me some slack. This is my first time.
I know, I'm not. Just let you know. I'm just letting you know, Liam. 10:56 left here in the second period. Burkhart had that hop over him, yeah.
Yeah, I got caught in the face of number 2.
Now Morris gave the puck away. Look out, here's an opportunity for Hurtado.
And it's blocked.
Hurtado, and his shot was blocked there by Lewis. A big collision across the way. This is going to be icing.
Yeah.
And it will be.
Yeah, it will.
As this time it doesn't stop. Before the before the red line. We've had some of those here today when pucks have just been lifted slightly down the ice and will trickle in ever so slowly and then eventually come to a stop about 2 inches in front of the red line and therefore negate the icing. 10:30 left here in the second period of play. Draw in the left wing circle of the Michigan end to our right. It's one back up. Here's a shot by Boardwine, blocked. Off some friendly fire by Dana Yaros. Now we have a whistle and a stoppage of play.
Yeah. Seemed like there was a lot of confusion on the actual play because it seemed like no one could find where the puck went. And I think it turned out that it was actually on one of the players' bodies.
Yep, and that'll happen. You get a lot more room for it to get stuck instead of hockey.
Oh, one of the coolest things I've seen is where they actually move the puck underneath their sled.
It's pretty cool.
When they have an enemy player coming up to their on their right or left, they just move it over. Yeah,
it's the benefit of having two sticks. Is this is going to go for icing once again, and most sled hockey players are ambidextrous, though they do have one preferred hand to shoot from. But you will see them if they've got somebody coming up on their right, they'll switch it from their right to their left, and it's a pretty cool thing that you won't see in stand-up hockey. You see a little bit of stick handling, but I mean, I guess nowadays you'll see more guys go between their legs. Saw one just recently, yesterday, at least I saw one recently in the American Collegiate Hockey Association Division II National Championship, as this one's going to be waved off for icing. Actually, what the heck? It's going to be called. The back official waved it off, but the front official said otherwise. So we got an icing. 10:03 to go, and it was in overtime, and one of the players for University of Mary tried to go between their legs to score at the side of the net, and you're seeing that a lot more. Think back only a couple years ago, you didn't see players go through their legs at all, and now it's almost a commonplace sight. Michigan trying to clear it. It goes off of a body. It'll come up to the right point. Chasing after it. Here is Vitelli. Vitelli works past his man. Dropped his stick, picks it back up, but he can't get to it in time before Ethan Hurtado got to it.
I will say this, Reagan, these men have awesome reaction times.
Yeah. Oh, Hurtado knocked down there by Bob Morris. Morris, the big man for these Sled Dogs with a big hit there. Now, but the Michigan Sled Dogs give it away. Out in the slot, a shot through time. Score! Dave Michael from the slot puts it down the bottom right corner. And the Great Lakes Falcons have tied up the hockey game at 4:40.
I will say this, the Falcons want this just as much as Michigan does.
And their first meeting of the year. These two teams
No, you're fine.
Certainly want it.
Sorry about that, folks. People were moving.
No worries. We get it, Liam. We get it. 9:20 to go here in the second. Great Lakes just tied it up on a goal by Dave Michael.
I was about to say it could be anyone's game, but I realized it's a little too soon to say that.
Well, I mean, it is anybody's game at this point.
Yeah.
It's a close game. The puck tied up in the official circle across the way. A couple players floundering on their side. It's eventually worked free by the Falcons. Pushed up the right wing. Here's Ethan Burkhardt in after it. Burkhardt picks it up, gets bumped down.
Looked like a number 18 shoved number 3, I think.
Now Boardwine tees his opposite number, Don Fullerton, and no call there. Puck free in the right wing corner. Ethan Burkhardt after it. 8:47 to go here in the second.
I think they had a situation with the scoreboard again because now it's saying the other team's got 2.
Yeah, that's a good point. You know, for a fact that it's not 2-0, it's 1-1.
Well, at least we know it. That's all that matters.
At least y'all at home can see on the scoreboard, 1-1 between the Great Lakes and Michigan. We've had problems with the scoreboard all morning, and even if you count yesterday. Now, having the puck just outside the left point, here's Adam Boardwine. Boardwine looking for a pass, turns and swivels into the offensive end and chips it down low, gets around the check.
There wasn't really
Vitelli.
With the scoreboard, there wasn't really any issues with the West Rink scoreboard. I think it could just be.
It certainly is an operation thing, and unless there's a massive delay on stopping the clock when you press that button. But then it would be this. It probably be the same the other way. So at this point, I'm assuming manual error.
Yeah.
Now here is Boardwine. Boardwine feeding it across to Burkhart. Burkhart a shot along the ice. Blocked in front there by John Hyla. Now the puck comes into the slot. Burkhart trying to spin around and fire it. He gets it back. Lofts a backhand shot. Blocked out in front. Rebound loose in the slot, and Vitelli clears it to the line but not out. Job couldn't be finished there by Fullerton. Now her opposite number, Boardwine. Boardwine works in a shot. That was blocked. Rebound. Vitelli at the side of the net. Vitelli shovels it to the far corner, picked up by Boardwine. Boardwine, a sharp angle shot off the side of the net. Rebound out in the slot. It was knocked away. Good keep at the line there by number 18 for the Falcons. This will trickle all the way in. Wide of goal. Coming out of his net is Clarence Woolbrink.
Is Woldwink the goalkeeper?
Yeah, Chance Woolbrink. And that minor.
Woolbrink, my bad.
For the Falcons. Haven't called his name much tonight, partly because he hasn't been tested. And the times he has been tested, he's allowed goals. 1-1. The score here from Patterson Ice Center. Reagan Cleaves on the call for you. Here's we just reached the halfway point. Look out, a shot off the crossbar. There by Ethan Burkhart. 6:04 to go here in the second. Now another shot blocked away by Lewis. Behind the net at number 18. Both number 18s we do not have numbers for on our rosters, so we are without a guess. We're left to guess.
Another situation with the roster again?
Yeah, it happens. It happens. Nothing to worry about. This should go for icing.
As often as you'd expect it to.
Yeah, I mean we've had bigger snafus in the ACHA before, but this will result in a draw back in the Great Lakes end. 5:36 to go here in period number 2. In a 1-1 game. Michigan got one early, 12-20, with Rico Vitelli getting his 5th goal in 2 nights. And most recently, the Falcons responded with Dave Michael and a shot from the slot. Off the face-off, comes into the left corner. Falcons throwing it up the boards and directed out there by number 2, another missing number on our roster. Number 18 comes back defensively, pressured here by Hurtado. They battle for it along the half wall. Looking to move it out here are the Falcons, and they do. Up the wing.
Look at him go.
Here's Vitelli with speed. It's bumped off the puck, but as he's falling, lofts a shot wide of goal. 5:04 left here in the second. Morris trying to lay out his man. Couldn't do it. Now look out. Here's number 2 in on a breakaway. He's got a 2-on-1 with number 18 coming back. Now a 3-on-1. Here's number 2. Feeds to Hurtado in the slot. Good cutoff there by number 18.
Bench.
Now if you're number 2 on that for the Falcons, we'll get to that in a second. Look out. Here's Vitelli down right wing. Vitelli into the circle. Gets laid out there by Dave Michael.
So close.
Good physical check there. Attempt to keep it in the line, not working. Picking his way as he was down on the ice was John Hyla.
He was determined to get that puck.
It's the advantages to having picks on the end of your sticks in sled hockey. If you're determined enough, you can move to the puck. As this goes for icing against the Falcons once again. 4:07 left here in period number 2. Other games going on today here at Patterson. All juniors Tier 1 and Heartland Tier 1 on this rink here at Patterson. Coming up next on this rink, we've got the Grand Rapids Sled Wings and the New York Rangers in junior Tier 1. Coming up, followed by the Worcester Wildcats and the Grand Rapids Sled Wings and the Falcons and the Flyers, finishing out the play for Heartland Tier 1 in their pools, and then the quarterfinals coming your way at 4:10 p.m. Puck stolen away at the glass line. It's thrown down low. Chasing after it is Dawn Fullerton. She'll get to the puck in time, try to feed it out in front. She's decked softly by number 28.
Right now there's a battle between 18 of Michigan and 8 of Falcons.
Adam Boardwine getting caught up. He's got a puck. 2-on-0.
He's going.
In with Burkhardt. Here's Boardwine. Moving in. Lets a shot go. And it's saved there by Rick Lewis. Makes the save at the side of the net. A good one. 3:19 to go here in period number 2. We've also got games going on in the other rink, the West rink here at Patterson Ice Center. We've got juniors novice and Heartland Tier 2 games going on over there all day. Right now, let's see what game's going on. Right now we've got the Cincinnati Icebreakers and the Indianapolis Steel before the CISHL Lady Thunder take on the Grand Rapids Sled Wings at 12:05. Now here's Bob Morris in on a break with Boardwine coming back defensively. Morris, a shot. He just lifted that one wide. Number 18 behind the net gets bumped off there by Boardwine. Going around to the far corner.
Looks like 34 of Michigan and 28 of Falcons are stuck in the corner too.
Eamon Donovan getting caught up over in the far side. Puck free in the left corner. Taken there by number 18. And thrown up. Now Patterson, for the first time, at least in my reckoning of this tournament, there will be games outside of Patterson Ice Center. We'll have a couple of games at Eagles Ice Center on the campus of Grand Rapids Christian High School. We got 10 games going on this weekend. 6 of them today, all of them juniors Tier 2. Columbus Blades, Pittsburgh Penguins, the Nashville Sled Preds, and the Indy Steel all make up junior Tier 2. They do have 2 games from other leagues tomorrow where the adult Tier 1 will take on. We'll have the 5th, 6th place game there, as well as the consolation game for the Heartland Tier 2. Now a long shot, Morris bumped into Boardwine in the right point. Now it comes out free in front. A shot off the side of the net there by Ethan Burkhardt. 1:32 to go here in the second period. Right wing, here's Ethan Burkhardt. He's pinched along the boards, and the Sled Dogs are able to get it the length of the ice. However, this will go for icing with 1:17 to go. And counting. They have really had some trouble with that clock here today. My goodness.
They finally stopped it.
And still, valuable seconds for these teams in even games and one-goal contests. You never know what's going to happen. Think back to the Columbus Blue Jackets 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago. It might have been last year, where I think they were playing Florida, and there was a clock issue with about 2 seconds left, and that clock issue. Now look out! They score!
Oh, my goodness!
From the high slot, number 18 fires it home. It was a slow roller that made its way toward the net, and it was eventually underneath the sled of Rick Lewis and into the back of the net. 2-1.
I will say,
Great Lakes Falcons now lead with 2 unanswered goals.
I will say, Rick did look really disappointed that he missed that shot.
That goal coming with only 1:10 left here in the second period. So Great Lakes now on top for the first time this game. 1:05 to go here in the second period. This is lifted the length of the ice. Look out, number 18. He's got speed and a room. He'll pull up top of the right circle, put on the brakes, and feed it out in front for Fullerton. She was knocked down. Across the way, it's corralled by number 2. Feeding it up the half wall. Across the way, Adam Boardwine picks it up. Moving it on ahead, Ethan Hurtado. Hurtado sends it near side. Number 90. We don't have him on our roster.
35 seconds left on the clock.
And Emanen is number 90. 24 seconds left here in period 2. And Van Emanen, that is 2 names. First name Van, last name Emanen. Especially with the first name Van, you're going to get that a little bit confused. 9 seconds to go. Puck pops out to Hurtado. Has to hold up the line. Lets a long shot go. Blocked by Morris. And the rebound comes up to the left point as time expires here in the second period. We'll head to the last frame. 2-1. Great Lakes scores 2 goals in that second period to put themselves up by 1 heading into the third. This is the Sled Wings Radio's coverage of the 2022 Griffs Sled Hockey Classic. .14 left on the clock here in the third period of play. 2-1. The Falcons lead it after a fluky goal in the latter moments of that second period there by number 18, sneaking it through the slot and into the back of the net to put the Falcons up by 1. As we've got a delay in the game here. Are we waiting for a referee? We only have one right now. And the referee at center doesn't know where his referee partner is.
Even the pusher looks confused.
Or something. I don't know. We had something going on, but either way, we're back and ready to go here. 14 minutes left here in the third, and we're underway here in the final third, in the final frame. Bob Morris over the line. We'll chase into the left corner. Here's Vitelli picking it up. Vitelli backhanding it in. Here's number 18. He's wide open. A shot. Oh, that went wide. 13:44 left here in the third period of play. Behind the net. Here's Ethan Burkhart to pick it up. Burkhart throwing it up top, intercepted. Here's a long lofted shot, bounces around in the crease, and it's covered there by Wolbrink. A good save there, finding the puck through traffic and keeping his team up 1 here in the waning moments of this hockey game. Last third here from Patterson Ice Center. Reagan Cleaves on the call for you here. Liam Lang doing the camera work for us here. Draw the left circle. Here's one up cleanly by Vitelli. Here's number 18. Full throw a shot along the ice. It was blocked. Look out. Here's an opportunity for the Falcons. Pushed up left side. Trevor Hunter chasing after it. He won't get to it in time, though, as number 18 comes sweeping back. Steps around to check. Moves out through center. Offsides here. Taken there by Michael. He has the game-tying goal at this point. The first goal, now look out, that took an odd carom off the end boards, but it was picked up by number 18 before any Falcons could do any harm with it. 12:50 to go here in the third. Thrown out towards center. Picking it up is 33, Trevor Hunter. Hunter up the left wing. Taken near side by Burkhardt. Backhands it across. He's intercepted, gets it right back though, and throws it into the right corner. 12:31 to go here in the third. Great Lakes leading 2-1 here from Patterson Ice Center in the 2022 Griff Sled Hockey Classic. This one's cleared off the glass and into the Michigan end. Hyla moves it on ahead. It was intercepted, though. Burkhardt and Trevor Hunter trying to team up, but Hunter was off sides and had to let the puck go past him. Now look out, Vitelli's behind the defense, but good speed there for number 18 on the Falcons to be able to scoop that up on the back check and start the Falcon rush. Now look out, they got a 3-on-1. Burkhardt gets knocked down, picked up here by Yaros. Yaros moving in with a shot. Oh, and a big stretch there by Rick Lewis to stretch out with that blocker head and knock that pass that was intended for Burkhardt on the left wing. That could have been dangerous, but a big save there by Lewis keeps Michigan only down by 1. On the right wing circle, Vitelli will dig in. Draw is controlled by the Sled Dogs. They'll throw it around the boards to the near side. Here's Bob Morris trying to feed it out. Can he do so? Along the half wall, he's tied up, trying to get it out. He eventually gets it out, trying to chase after it. He got caught up with number 18, the go-ahead goal scorer here for Glassa. Here's Don Fullerton shoving that puck ahead. 10:55 to go here in the third. Puck goes deep into the Michigan Sled Dog end. Here is Yaros. Yaros out in front. Pass intercepted by Bob Morris. Morris takes it, flings it off the end boards. This has enough juice to go for icing. It will be called. If it does, it's waved off, interestingly, by the referee. 10:17 to go here in the third. Falcons trying to clear it out of their own end, moving right to left. Here in this final frame of regulation. They lead it 2-1, wearing their white jerseys with black and red trim. Now look out, Yaros trying to get behind the defense. She does, moving in, a shot saved by Lewis, and he'll fall on top of the rebound with 9:53 to go here in period number 3. Lewis making a good save on that one. Hold on for the whistle. That will result in a draw to the left of Lewis, who's wearing number 31 for the Michigan Sled Dogs. Vitelli will dig in with his opposite number, Burkhart. And the number 3 decked out in white wins the draw, but eventually it's Vitelli who will control it and backhand it out to center ice. This one's flipped in. The glass end, the Michigan end. Back there to play it. It's number 18 for Michigan. He plays it up the wing. Just inside the zone. It's slapped ahead there by Donovan. Damon Donovan had his pass intercepted, though. It's backhanded on to Burkhart. Burkhart stick handles and eventually fires that in. Lewis made the save. He'll leave it for his defenseman. 9:10 to go here in period number 3. Now an outlet pass. Vitelli he's going to be in a race for the puck here with Boardwine. Vitelli and Boardwine going after it, and Boardwine, his speed eventually prevails. But Vitelli has it. Vitelli shovels it in front. Here's Dawn Fullerton. She falls down, gets bumped from across the way there by Trevor Hunter, and the Falcons look to move out here. And they do. Here's Burkhart. If he's got the speed, he's got a breakaway. He's moving in down the right side, chasing after the puck. He'll pick it up. Moving into the right circle. A shot. He lifted that one high. Boardwine will pick up the rebound on the left side. Chasing it behind the net. Firing it around the boards to the far side. Chasing after there is Burkhart. Burkhart slaps it behind the net to the near side. Here's Boardwine. Boardwine feeding it out in front, trying on the back door to find Burkhart. He couldn't find him. Now number 18 right now is the game winner for the Falcons. Sends it out in front to Burkhart. Burkhart shot through traffic. Save. Rebound. Loose in the crease, and it's covered by Rick Lewis. He's lucky on that one. That one probably goes in if he's just angled a little bit more differently, a little bit more toward that puck. And if he does that, it's probably caroms off him and into the back of the net. However, it ends up in the blue paint, and he is able to cover with 7:59 to go here in period 3. Stay with us after this game for the New York Junior Sled Rangers and the Grand Rapids Junior Sled Wings. Off the draw, here's number 18 picking up the puck, trying to move up ice, pass ahead, and tipped into the offensive zone by Hyla. Hyla's chasing after it. But here's Hurtado. Hurtado over the line, onside to Immonen. He finds Michael in the slot, a shot. That was blocked. And getting it right back. Here is Hurtado. Hurtado up top for Peze. Peze had his shot blocked. Hurtado picks up the rebound across the way. Vitelli is able to steal it away from him and move it out to center. Now it's Vitelli, It was Hyla who cleared it out. Vitelli chasing after it. He couldn't reach it, and it's pinned up against the boards. Hurtado trying to harass number 18 from the Sled Dogs. 6:53 to go here in the third. Puck comes out to center. It's bumped in. It'll be picked up by the Falcons. Moving ahead, here's Michael. Michael lost the puck right onto the stick of number 18. 18 moving up right wing. He's got 4-on-2 with them. But Hurtado on the back check is able to steal the puck and move it to the half wall near side. In Falcon control, but not out of their zone yet. But now it is. It's stumped down the length of the ice. 6:20 to go here in the third. Back to play it is Bob Morris. Morris will hold behind his net. Lift it out through center ice. Just a bit too far. But Vitelli is going to chase after it. He's going to beat his man Peze to the puck. Vitelli, sharp angle off the sled of the netminder. And is that in? How did that not go in? Vitelli, from a sharp angle, looked to have tied the hockey game, as it looked like it went off Wolbrink's skate and into the net, but how it instead somehow stays out, and we remain in a one-goal game with 5:57 to go here in the third. Off the face-off, puck is played in the right wing corner. 5:50 to go here in period number 3. 2-1. The Falcons lead it as this puck goes up and out of play. 5:46 to go here in the third period. Goals by Michael and number 18. Yeah, I've seen the Falcons come back from a one-goal deficit thanks to Rico Vitelli's 5th goal in 2 games. Also his 6th point in those same 2 games. He had an assist on the second goal by number 18 yesterday. Now Vitelli trying to reach out and intercept that puck. Can't do it. Out of the zone, here comes Boardwine. Boardwine's pass ahead will trickle in on Lewis, and he'll shove it up top. Boardwine intercepts it, though, down the right side. A shot now in front. Look out! Oh, that was pushed just wide by Dana Yaros. Now, puck free in the slot. A shot. They score! Adam Boardwine puts it off the goaltender and in. And with 5:09 left here in the third, it is 3-1 in favor of the Falcons. That's a smart hockey play there by Boardwine, seeing that the goaltender was off the post and was able to bank it off the netminder and in. So Boardwine gets his first goal of the tournament. Here for Glassa with 9:51 gone here in the third. 3-1 the score, as you can see on your screen. Again, we apologize for the lag. We can't seem to figure out what it is on the video. And apparently the audio is coming over just fine, and we do apologize for that. We have the settings, and they're all what YouTube suggests they be, and can't figure out what's going wrong. Now a pass ahead. Here's Boardwine. Boardwine already has a goal tonight. Pushes it past the defensive Hyla. Shovels it on ahead, and Burkhardt couldn't control it. Burkhardt gets it back up top to Boardwine, just out of his reach. And now here's Vitelli. Vitelli's got one man to beat. Vitelli moving out with speed, pushing it on ahead. Burkhardt coming back. That's a hooking penalty, and it's going to be called as Vitelli pushed it just wide. On the right wing corner, the Falcons touch up, and it's going to be a hooking penalty on Boardwine as he came back, and Vitelli is slow to get up in the right wing corner. Hope he's all right. He's slow to get up. He took a hard collision with Boardwine in the right wing corner. And Boardwine's going off. 2 minutes for a hook. And good to see Vitelli back on his blades. And he will go off for a change, it looks like. So time of the penalty to Boardwine. For Boardwine, that's his second of the game. Second time in the box for him. Penalty coming. At 9:46. Now right off the draw, that laid in front of the netminder. But the Falcons take it and clear it the length of the ice. Mack at his own end to play it. Here is number 18. Hold it behind the net and circle up. Charging up ice here, left to right for the Sled Dogs. Here in the final 3:51. Now number 18 decked as he went over the line. Picking up the puck. Here is Hunter. Here's Michael, pardon. He'll loft a long shot. That one goes wide of Rick Lewis. Now Hurtado's going to beat his man to it. Lofts a pass up to number 18, and he lost control of the puck. Bob Morris after it. Circles around in his own end. Moves it to Hyla. Hyla had it knocked away from him. Still jamming at it. Hyla lays out. And good job there by number 18 not to go, by Hurtado not to go offsides. And realized that number 18 was still back in the zone. Now behind his own net, number 18 controls left to right charge of the Sled Dogs. Pass up ahead to Morris. It went off of his sled. And 18 picks it up. We'll shovel it down low. 37 seconds to go here in the power play. And the penalty to board wide. Now moving up ice, Fullerton took a spill. Bob Morris takes it and fires it in once more. Now stolen away. Here's Hyla. Hyla trying to find a man. He will instead get up after being unable to do so as the Falcons cleared one last time on this power play. 4 seconds to go. 3 and 2 and 1, and out of the box hops Boardwine. So the the Sled Dogs unable to get anything done. Now that's going to be a penalty on Boardwine for teeing. He rammed right into number 18. And he's going to be sent off to the box for a third time here to put the Sled Dogs on another power play late here. With 11:54 to go here 11:54 gone here in the third. So Boardwine sits in the box again. Basically a long penalty. Well, basically a double minor here for Boardwine, except 2 different infractions at 2 different times. And the Sled Dogs here are going to take a timeout. We'll take one as well. 3-1 the score in favor of the Falcons. The Sled Dogs need 3 when we come back here on Sled Wings Radio. (3-1) the score as we come back. 2:06 left, and there's a penalty fresh on the board for Boardwine. 2 minutes for teeing at 11:54 of the third period. The last game of the morning here at Patterson Ice Center in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Continuous games all day here as part of the 44-game tournament that the Grand Rapids Sled Wings host. Off the draw, 1:56 to go, and counting. A shot from the right point, blocked by number 18, and this is lifted the length of the ice. Icing will be waved off. Coming back is number 18. At some point, if you're Michigan, do you think about pulling your netminder? But you did just take your timeout. That would have been the time to do it with 2 minutes left. So part of me thinks they're not going to pull him the rest of this game. Now Hurtado trying to enter the zone. He'll throw it down low and go and get it himself. Hurtado in crunch to the boards, along the end boards behind Rick Lewis with 1:14 to go in the third. Time winding down on the Sled Dogs' chances to secure their first place in this pool. Now they have to wait and see how the Falcons do against the Flyers later today. Sled Dogs have one win, and with this apparent loss, as we tick under a minute to go, with this apparent loss, they've got, they will fall to 1-1. Is this not going to go for icing? 46 to go here in the third. They would fall to 1-1, and Glasser would improve to 1-0. And if they beat the Flyers, they would secure the number 1 spot in this pool. Now look out, here's a shot from distance. That was ripped over the net there by Ethan Burkhardt. 30 seconds to go. 24 in the man advantage. Puck free along the side of the net here. It's tossed over to the far side. Burkhardt's going to chase it and get it himself. Off the half wall, throwing a shot. That one was high and wide. 18 to go here in the period. Back out to center ice. Michael controls at neutral ice. Taking it over the Graha logo with 8 seconds to go. Michael bumped by Vitelli with 5 seconds to go. And Hyla will move it into the Glassa bench as time expires here on the third period. And Glassa takes down the Michigan Sled Dogs and primes themselves. They can beat the Flyers here this afternoon for an automatic bid to those semifinals here later today. Well, that'll do it for us here today. Reagan Cleaves saying so long for Liam Lang, my cameraman here today, as the Glassa Falcons defeat the Michigan Sled Dogs by a final score of 3-1 at Patterson Ice Center. Thanks for watching, and have a great afternoon, everybody.